Hello pioneers around the world. Welcome back to Pi Network Updates, your source for the latest Pi news, updates, and community discussions. Let's jump right into today's update. Pi2Day 2026 lands on June 28th, and Pi Network just issued a reminder that two major community initiatives close on that exact date. But Pi2Day is more than just a deadline. Historically, it's been one of the most significant moments in Pi's annual calendar for ecosystem announcements and product releases. Today we recap what's closing, how to participate before Sunday, and what Pi2Day could mean for the ecosystem this year. What is Pi2Day? Pi2Day is Pi Network's own community celebration named after the mathematical constant pi squared, 2pi, which approximately equals 6.28. So June 28th is Pi2Day. It's become a moment where Pi's core team historically drops significant ecosystem updates, product launches, and platform announcements. Last year's Pi2Day introduced major features around AI, Pi App Studio, and ecosystem engagement tools. This year, two initiatives are closing on that date, and Pi has signaled that announcements are coming. That combination makes this Pi2Day one worth paying attention to. Deadline 1 Vibe Coder Campaign. The first closing initiative is the Vibe Coder Campaign. If you've been following our recent coverage, you'll know Pi launched this campaign to recruit AI app builders people using tools like Cursor, Replit, Lovable, Claude Code, and Codex into the Pi ecosystem through Pi App Studio. Pioneers participate by joining relevant online developer or creator communities, contributing authentically, and sharing posts that explain Pi's value proposition for builders who already have working app prototypes. The pitch is straightforward. Pi offers access to 60 million engaged users, built-in payments, identity verification, and an ads platform, all through a simple SDK integration. You have 4 days left. Once you've posted, submit the link through the Vibe Coder button in the Pi Mining app. 100 winners will be selected by raffle for Pi Network merchandise, including a Pi jacket and sweater. The key rules: posts need to be genuine, community appropriate, and relevant. No spam, no copy-paste flooding across forums. Deadline 2 SLICE Testnet token. The second initiative closing June 28th is Pi Launchpad's SLICE Test token. We covered SLICE in detail recently. It's Pi Launchpad's second test token, designed to address the UX problems identified during the first test token IRRA. The participation flow is now simpler. You choose a commitment amount in Test Pi, Pi automatically calculates your fair access hold, and both transactions go through from one screen. SLICE is connected to Slice of Pi, a real working Pi integrated game. Engaging with the app before or during the launch period can qualify you for a percentage bonus on the SLICE tokens you receive. Here's the step-by-step. Open Pi browser, go to Pi Launchpad, review the SLICE token and Slice of Pi app, choose your commitment amount, confirm the payment flow, and keep engaging with the app through the June 28th deadline. Remember, SLICE is a testnet token only. It will never go to mainnet. The purpose is learning the mechanics and giving Pi real participation data before a live mainnet launch happens. What to expect on Pi2Day? Now the question everyone's asking: what does Pi actually announce on Pi2Day 2026? Pi hasn't confirmed specifics yet, but the pattern from previous Pi2Days gives us some clues. Last year's Pi2Day delivered Pi App Studio, AI utility tools, and major ecosystem engagement features, all platform-level infrastructure releases. This year, the groundwork that's been laid is significant. We've seen CIDI games prove organic ecosystem traction. Pi Launchpad is being stress-tested ahead of a mainnet version. Directory staking just got updated. The Vibe Coder campaign is pulling external developers in. A logical next step would be announcements around Pi Launchpad's mainnet timeline, new app ecosystem milestones, or additional developer tools. But Pi2Day has surprised before, so watch the official channels closely on June 28th. Why this moment matters. Step back and look at what Pi has shipped in the last few months. Kraken listing in March. CIDI Games Beta in May. Pi App Studio Vibe Coder Tools. 2 Launchpad test tokens. Directory staking updates. A campaign actively recruiting external developers. That's a lot of infrastructure being built and tested in a compressed window, and Pi2Day appears to be the moment where some of it gets announced or advanced to the next stage. For pioneers who've been waiting for Pi to show real ecosystem momentum, this period is worth tracking closely. Whether it translates into price recovery is a separate question, but the building activity is real and accelerating. Balance take. The honest caveat is that Pi2Day anticipation has historically generated hype that sometimes outpaces the actual announcements. Manage expectations accordingly. And for SLICE specifically, remember its testnet. The mainnet Launchpad launch, when it happens, will be the real test of whether Pi's token model works under real market conditions with real pioneer funds at stake. Use these last few days to participate, learn the mechanics, and position yourself to understand what Pi2Day brings rather than speculating on price movements around the event. 2 deadlines. 1 major event. Sunday, June 28th. If you haven't submitted your Vibe coder post or tried SLICE on Pi Launchpad, you've got a few days left. Links and details are in the Pi browser and Pi mining app. And stay tuned, we'll be covering whatever Pi drops on Pi2Day as soon as it happens. What are you expecting Pi to announce? Drop your predictions in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss the Pi2Day breakdown.